What is happening? Welcome to the Bird Talk Show right here on the Bird Garden YouTube channel. Glad you're able to make it and can hang out with us for a little while. We've got Patty's Petite Tank saying hello first. Great to have you as always, Patty. Stephen P. 2003 Aquatics. What is going on? You're one talented dude, sir, and welcome. Glad that you're in here. Don't you know about the bird? Oh, yeah. Don't you know? Don't you know? Welcome. Wednesday, November the 3rd, Atlanta Braves national baseball champions as of last night about 11:30. Fantastic series, and now it's over. We'll get a break from the baseball end of the season festivities, and you can choose your own sport to pick a team and root for and have your heart broken or your dreams come true. And that's what we want to do today on the Bird Talk Show, is to help your bird dreams come true. That was a pretty rough segue, but you got to do what you got to do. We're going to leave this particular live stream up as featured content on the Bird Garden channel. So we will be paying attention to chat, and we will be having some content outside of the chat that goes on in the live stream for viewers who want to stop in after the live stream is over. Still get that social element, but the interaction is gone. So we'll substitute the interaction for the viewers not here today with content. So we're going to talk about the Easy Birdhouse. We've been doing the Easy series because I think bird watching is so outstanding. It makes your life better. And we've been figuring out how to make it easy for folks who want to try, who haven't started yet, or who have started and are looking for some other avenues, or people who've been doing it for a very long time and maybe they're interested in learning some easier techniques. And then what I find as a bird watcher, especially a backyard bird watcher, is I'm always wanting to expand the viewing area, the opportunity to see birds. We've got some fantastic projects in the bird garden. If you've been following along on our videos, you know that we have a 5,000-gallon koi pond with a 26-foot waterfall loaded with plants that attracts all kinds of birds during every season. They love to get in there and drink and bathe in the summer, and then they congregate in migratory flocks in the fall. I think there's just something about that water. I love the water. The fish love the water. The birds love the water. A water feature, wow, just really amplifies your opportunity to watch birds in your backyard. But, it doesn't have to be a 5,000-gallon pond with a big old waterfall. I mentioned that to say, check out our live streams, the Bird Talk Show, and the videos uploaded on the Bird Garden YouTube channel, and find out how easy it is to make a bird bath. We had birds coming to, as a matter of fact, we still do. We've got a concrete pot out there. I think it was manufactured for plants. We didn't plant anything in it. It's shallow, a couple of inches. Put water in it, then all of the birds, instead of the 5,000-gallon pond next door, they like to go splash around in this little cup of water. And we filmed it. We got some really good close-up shots to show just how easy it is. A measured cup and a half of water in a concrete bowl that was meant for plants. That's how easy it is. That's easy birding. It attracts a lot of birds. We talked about the Easy Bird Perch, just anything without a sharp edge that a bird can land on, elevated, give it a little view so it feels a little safer, in a place where you can see it. Eventually, a bird's going to land on it. We put a camera on one of these perches. We went the store-bought route, paid the convenience tax, got all kinds of close-up footage of birds landing on a perch. And, of course, the Easy Bird Feeder, bucket lid with a rock on top, some bird seeds in it. Now, if you watch the 24/7 live stream, which is the anchor for the Bird Garden YouTube channel, we have an outstanding feeding station. But for the benefit of showing the easy way, now that's the bird feeding station is a culmination of me feeding birds for 50 years. This is where we are now. We've grown into this situation. But I took it all the way back to the least common denominator. Put out there a bucket lid with a rock on top. It was even orange. It was an orange bucket lid from one of the big box stores. There was no advantage for anybody or anything in that feeding station. It was just an excellent demonstration of how easy it can be if you want to improve your life by watching birds. It was a great way to attract them. So today we're talking about the easy birdhouse. Now, I usually bring the prop. I don't have a prop today. And the reason is the easy birdhouse is so easy. I took one nail and hammered it into a wooden post on my front porch and bought a pre-manufactured birdhouse, one of the wooden ones, like half-inch thick wood. Is that right? I think maybe it's sold as 1 inch thick, but it's actually 3/4. Anyway, pre-manufactured, inexpensive. You can pick them up online. You can go to the big box store and get them in the bird food section. Had a hole pre-drilled in the top of it, so I just slid it on the nail, hung it. So about this early spring, we had several birds investigating the birdhouse: the Carolina wren, the Carolina chickadee, the eastern bluebird. Actually, Carolina chickadee ended up nesting in it. And then later in the summer, eastern bluebirds came and nested above it. There's a little 45-degree angle piece of wood between the top of the porch and the post, and right in the crutch of the angled wood, they nested. House right here on the other side. So I don't know if the chickadees were still in there. They were kind of sharing that territory, but not the box. I don't know. Then the bluebirds fledged, the Carolina chickadees fledged, and it was kind of not paid attention to for late summer. The bluebirds had already fledged 2 clutches in the backyard, but by the time July rolled, it was too hot to use that box again, so they moved into the shade of the front porch for a 3rd clutch. And then that box had no attention from August to the end of September. And then in October, at some point, a downy woodpecker started landing on the box every day and hammering at it. What kind of message was he sending? I don't know. Well, come to find out, after a couple of days, I could see he was widening the bluebird-sized hole. Like he had ideas of going in there. Maybe she. 5 people dropping in here. Thank you so much. What's up? So we had a downy woodpecker. The downy woodpecker would leave mid-afternoon, and bluebirds would come by, and not one bluebird, 4 or 5 bluebirds. And they would be on the box, they'd land and stick their head in the hole, look around like they're looking for a winter roost or something. So I put a camera out there on it, a motion-activated camera. I've got some great shots. I'll show you some rough footage. You know how we do. I bring it up on my phone and hold it up to the camera. But if you'll tune in to the upcoming video, you'll see the feature length, beautiful 4K, almost 1080p footage of the birds just relentlessly visiting that house. Let's see. Easy bird house. There's the easy bird perch. I love scrolling through my pictures and seeing all these birds. Look at that. Look at that. Those are bird pictures from the bird banding station we visited last week. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, bonus. Name the track. All right, woodsman. What kind of track have we got there? Just getting started already. You have a participation challenge. There's the easy bird feeder. Easy bird house. Face ID failed. I didn't change my face. I don't know how this works. Okay. All right. Just a little glitch. So let's go to these clips. Oh, blue jay at the bird bath, bluebird on the perch. Here we go. That's the sign of the birdhouse. That's a eastern bluebird. He's lit on the front of the house, sticking his head in, investigating. Okay, this goes on for hours every day. And that's a bluebird. There are several, as I mentioned. And then what happens is, at night, the downy woodpecker goes in there and spends the night. So I don't know what the bluebirds are doing, but the downy woodpecker goes in every night and spends the night and leaves. It's usually just after 7. I think that's a photosensitive time. Whenever the light gets right, she will leave, but that's the female that's going in and out of there. So yeah, that's the easy birdhouse. That just it just attracts birds. They can't help it. They see this house, they got to check it out. You can see the rough edges on that hole. The downy woodpecker did that. It made that hole the size that it was comfortable with, and now it just lives in there at night. And I don't know what's going to happen in the spring. I'm going to leave that thing up, not going to mess with it. So now we've had inside the box, we've had Carolina chickadee, Carolina wren, downy woodpecker, eastern bluebird. So who knows who's going to nest in there? I also know those boxes attract like crazy tree swallows, and they will definitely compete for the same nesting cavity as eastern bluebirds. And as far as I'm concerned, unfortunately, outcompete the eastern bluebird. They're just a tougher bird. I think they spend more time on wing. They have more muscle mass, more endurance. I've even had nest boxes with nesting bluebird families in them, raising young. I don't know if that's true. Nesting bluebirds with eggs being kicked out, and the tree swallows building a nest, usually with some white feathers. I don't know where they get the white feathers. Maybe, and they're larger white feathers than they have on their chest. Right on top of the bluebird eggs. It's ruthless. It's get out. Get out. I'm taking this place over. 9 people watching. Let's see what's going on in the chat. We're talking about easy birdhouse today. Stephen wants to know if I know Sam Scales. Yeah, I know Sam. We met at a couple of the fish conventions. Fantastic artist. Skills off the chart. Unbelievable. And does a lot of fish art. That's why he was at the fish convention. It was just really impressive stuff. Good morning to you, Danikin Aquatics. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your support as always. Dee Dee's finned in right here. Thanks for showing up. We've got Whip's World. All these people I'm naming off are friends of the channel that have been supporting, watching videos, leaving comments, asking questions. Let's see. I'm looking for art collectors. Daniel Velez bid on some art last week. He got crushed in the final bid price, though. It was good effort, Daniel. Good effort. I mean, you're getting those auction skills strengthened up. I like that. Yeah, friends of the channel, everyone. We got 10 people here now, and the names that have commented in the chat, all friends of the channel. Thank you so much. That's why we have a channel. If it's not for the community, why bother? I mean, I think bird watching is outstanding. I'm giving you a way to do it easy if you want to, in your own backyard. You can travel and do it. You can look up places to go on the internet. I'm just sharing it with you. I'm building a platform of a bird watching community. And basically, you talk about bird watching, that's nature watching. If you're a fish keeper, we've got lots of fish channels in here. Lots of these folks, My Fish Tanks Aquatics. I mean, you're spending time creating content about your aquariums. You love nature. So this is a chance to do it. You got your aquariums inside. This is outside. And you still do it from your own property, from your own. I got a window right here. I watch birds out happens to be a front window. Then in the back, we have the bird garden feeding station and the pond. I love it. When I'm in the car, the whole windshield is my bird viewing area. I love it. If we're in conversation together, you and I look over your shoulder one way or the other, bird viewing area. So yeah, we're doing that. And it takes support. Dropping in 10 people here. Thank you so much. Hanging out, getting some hours for the YouTube channel so we can grow, get recommended to others, get monetized eventually. So then we draw an income from the ads that they show on the videos. That's pretty cool. And also sharing ideas with each other. Now, I'm I'm the host of the show. I'm bringing all the ideas. That's my responsibility. But man, do I scour the internet? Do I participate in bird watching events, read articles, talk to naturalists, read state division of natural resource websites? I love it. It's not work. It's things I do for a hobby and end up sharing them here. So that said, that's my investment. If you want to help the channel, if you like this kind of content, it's informative, it's relaxing, hit the like button. If you haven't already during this live stream, I mean, that matters. It's free. If you don't mind, it helps the channel. If you want to make sure that the channel continues to grow, subscribe. The number of subscribers doesn't change you or I. It does change how the algorithm promotes the channel, how much weight we have in the space. So thank you for that. That's like getting on board, being a team member, and you are. If you're supporting, I consider you a team member. Thank you very much. And then also, when you ring the little bell, that notifies you when we have content publishing. You don't have to miss any. You'll get the little notification. Just theoretically, you'll get a notification. Also, it's an algorithm trip. Lets the algorithm know, hey, there's some really serious engagement going on over there at the Bird Garden channel. And then, of course, sharing. If you know somebody else who likes this content, and you do, share the link on your social media. Invite them to come in and check out the Bird Garden. I've got over 100 videos, 15 seconds long. I say very boldly, if you'll give me 1 minute of your time, I'll make your life better. And that's because I can recommend that you watch 4 of my 15-second videos full of nature, full frame birds, and data shows that when you connect with nature, it's healing, it lowers your blood pressure, it gives you a positive attitude, so it battles depression. 1 minute of your time, 4 videos will make your life better. And it's free. Take me up on it. Take me up on it. Let me know. If you watch the 4 videos, comment on one of them. Let me know, hey, watch 4 videos, my life was better for a minute. And even if it's just for a minute, well, would you rather have a better life for a minute or two than not have a better life at all? And then I think there's a translation there. I'm not sure what the ratio is. Watch some more videos. Put that negativity further back in your mind. Eliminate those distractions that are keeping you from feeling happy at the moment and engage for a little longer. Try it out. I don't know. I really enjoy it. I've adopted it as a lifestyle. Every day I'm birding. If I'm not bird watching on any given day, it's a bad day. I'm down. I'm indisposed somehow. I'm bird watching right now. I'm listening out the window. There's been a flock of about 100 common grackles out there making all kind of raucous noise. I'm listening for the woodpecker to land on the house, the birdhouse, the easy birdhouse, and peck a little bit. Sometimes 4 or 5 bluebirds get out there, and you can hear them chatter. I'm birding right now because it's good for me. Now I'm not. You're not less of a person if you don't. You can disagree. You don't like birds. You hate birds. You're afraid of birds. It's okay. It's all right. I'm just putting this information out there that's helped me on everyone's buffet of options. If it's what you like, take as much as you want, share it with some others, invite some other people to what you found. If you don't like it, don't spit on it. Just walk on by. Just don't take any. But it might be what the next guy wants. So don't spit on it. Don't make it bad for the next guy. All right, we've got Rico Stan in the chat. Someone said hello, Rico. Rico Stan's a tremendous supporter of the channel. Had me on the Rico Stan Focus On live stream. The focus was on Bird Garden. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Helped the Bird Garden channel so much being promoted by the Rico Stan channel to cross that 1,000 subscriber milestone. Thank you all very much. If you're here and you're a subscriber, I do appreciate that. And Rico can tell you, man, you feel the responsibility, but you also get that sense of accomplishment that you do have something of value to people. You are checking in on the platform. You do feel like you belong on the platform, and I'm finding that to be the case every day. Every day, bro. You guys come in here and support in so many different ways. I'm going to scan the chat now. I'd say one bird garden highlight every summer. Those house friends set up shop in my carport and patio and run off the rest of the birds anyway to discourage that and allow the other birds. Nature's going to take its course, Stephen P. Um, and man, carports, utility rooms, patios, porches. Some birds just dig that, and I would say, rather than trying to discourage those birds. Now, if you don't want birds nesting on your property, there's some you can do some internet research and find out ways to discourage any bird from nesting where they're nesting that you don't want them. But I would say put some of these easy bird houses up in the yard. I mean, I hung one on a post on the front porch. I know lots of people take an inexpensive U-channel, inexpensive fence post, drive it in the ground, put the box on the post, and just wherever you want it, wherever you want it. I would say the cavity boxes that I use, the pre-made ones, are best presented to the birds if they're away um, from other plant growth or fences or whatever, or at least higher than the fence, because those things invite predators. Mostly, if you can imagine a snake crawling across a limb right into the hole of a birdhouse, so take it away from the trees. And then you can install a predator guard if it's on a post to keep the snake from getting up into the house. The post that I have the front porch house on is like 8 by 12, so it'd be difficult for a snake to wrap around and crawl up that. We have the rat snakes around here that like to do that and get into bird boxes. It'd be difficult for that, even that constrictor, to get in there. Now, that said, I guess there's some huge 6-foot rat snakes that might be able to pull that off, but it's fairly protected due to the size of the post. Anyway, that's my recommendation. Install some easy bird houses and do a little bit of research. Some of the bird houses I see are, I think, decorative and not very functional. Nothing wrong with that, but you typically the ones I see that are very functional are taller. They look like kind of like a milk carton shape, hole at the top, upper side, little deeper cavity, slanted roof to keep debris and rain and snow off of. Vented at the top, drained at the bottom, small holes at the bottom. Not decorative, but functional. And I mean, I'm in the East, so I could do an internet search. Let me just search Google right now and see what happens if I search bluebird house. All right, so it comes up, with the ads across the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first 5 ads I can see are all functional birdhouses, varying in price from $8.47 to $40. Actually, the $40 is a 4-pack on Etsy. So $21, and it's the fancy $21.99. It's very fancy. Shingled roof, side opening, swivel, predator guard on the front. So yeah, that's just that simple. And then when I go down, Amazon has lots of listings. It's just crazy. All right, yeah, it's one of those 1.2 million hits in 0.02 seconds. Very easy to find. They're easy to use, easy to install, easy to find. I showed you the video of mine in the fall. I mean, it's November, and I've got eastern bluebirds and downy woodpeckers at the Easy Bird House. 12 people here getting this good information. Thank you for that question, Stephen P. I appreciate that. How is the audio? I haven't seen any complaints. I haven't been paying too close attention to the chat. Somebody's hogging the food at somebody's bird station. There's always that guy. The wrens are jerks. They're aggressive little birds. They are. Yeah. They get on territory. It's their territory. Okay. I don't listen. Use that at birdgarden. If you got a question in chat, that highlights it for me, makes it easy to pick up, at birdgarden. My Fish Tanks Aquatic says, sounds great. Thank you very much for that audio check. Yeah, great group of folks. Okay, we're going to change gears here for just a second. If you watched the Rico Stand live stream where I was a guest, you know that I allowed Rico to debut my new ukulele song. It's Choco rock is what I call it. It's laid back, bohemian. He likened it to Jimmy Buffett. It is about a beach, so this one was very breezy, salty, nice, just chill. So I've got a deal with the recording contract. You guys have just seen the rough demos. Thank you for your love and putting up with that mess. But we're gonna clean it up and see what it sounds like when it's actually laid down as a track. And that said, I joined a ukulele group for some ideas and some help and some encouragement. And it's Ukulandia. Ukulandia is the name of the group. It's for ukulele players. It's a private group. And if you're a uke player and you're not over there, probably it would be good to check it out. If you're wanting to know some information on ukulele, maybe you could go over there and check it out. But I mentioned to the good folks over at Ukulandia that I had written a song last week about a redbird. You guys will recognize the redbird as a northern cardinal. And I'm also working on a custom ukulele build featuring the northern cardinal. So that ukulele has been pre-named Redbird, and it's going to feature a northern cardinal motif. And I have loosely contracted with the negotiations done and the deals underway with a USA ukulele manufacturer. Some would argue the best ukulele manufacturer in the USA. Some would say the world. Super popular, fine instruments. The name of the company is Magic Fluke Company. They're out of Massachusetts. Wonderful people, Phyllis and Dale, the founders and owners, making a lot of people happy with their instruments, the ukulele. And I thought, wow, when I stumbled into that ukulele, it was kind of a shutdown, lockdown kind of thing. I've had one laying around for years. I finally started plunking around on that thing. The thing it has in common with birding right away is it makes you happy. Degenerate plays a ukulele in here. All right, my brother, Degenerate. So it makes you happy. And the cliche with ukuleles is you can't play a ukulele with a frown on your face. And it's true. It's true. So I'm bringing those hobbies together with a ukulele and a song about a redbird and a redbird custom ukulele from Magic Fluke Company. So we're a number of weeks out from final production, but things are happening. A little bit of money's exchanged hands. A little bit of product is in the mail. So we'll see what happens. I hope you'll stay tuned to that. I'm excited. I wish I could tell you more. I'm excited about what's going on, and I will definitely tell you more. Next week, as a matter of fact, I may reveal quite a bit more about that project, Redbird, the ukulele, and the ukulele song. So, happiness, I guess, is the theme of the day. And this easy birdhouse has made a bunch of birds happy. Makes me happy watching the birds at the easy birdhouse. You guys seem very happy over here in the chat. I hope you're happy if you're viewing this after the live stream. It is. We're coming up on the 30-minute mark, and I've got to go over here. We got to have a piece of art today. Are you guys interested in an art auction today? Here we go. Here we go. I brought a special piece of art to auction today. This is how we're supporting the channel, buying the bird feed. Not really. It makes a dent. Thank you very much. It's appreciated. Open this easel up here. We do an auction every week here. We start the bidding at $10. We use the dollar sign and the number 10 to indicate a bid. If you bid $10, that means you're going to get a free easel with your piece of original art by Rack Cross. And you're also going to get free shipping in the United States. Currently, we're only shipping in the United States. Sorry to have to say that. I just haven't figured out that international shipping. We had some horrible problems trying to ship overseas. So we're avoiding horrible problems by only shipping in the United States. So at $10, you get a free easel, free shipping, and a piece of original art. And today's art is from a special collection. This art is from the Betaverse series. You guys have bettas? Anybody keeping bettas? Oh, what a pet. Beautiful, beautiful fish. So inspiring, flowing fins, so many colors. This one kind of reminds me of the Galaxy betta, long fin. So this is from the Betaverse, and the title or the name of this betta, if you will, is Voyager. This is Voyager from the Betaverse series. If anybody's interested in owning that, we got Stephen P in there. Oh, he's interested right away. He bids $10. If he wins the auction, he's going to get a free easel. Wore dark clothing today. How do I get out of the way? And this mirror image on the camera is no friend of mine. Yeah, so you see the little easel there. You got your little easel and free shipping to the United States. There you go. Betaverse Voyager. Oh, David Patton comes in with a crushing blow. $12, Stephen P. $12. Step up to the plate. Why don't you? World Series, Grand Slam, David Patton. Oh, my goodness. Daniel Velez in at $15. Daniel said at 15. Is that the dollar sign we meant there, Daniel? I don't know. Have to talk. Oh, it makes no difference, Stephen P. We are underway. We are underway. Adkins Nature Aquarium threatening a bid. Threatening a bid. Hey, hey. Stephen P. at $20. That's a wow. We're going to do some more Betaverse paintings. $20. Stephen P. is going to have it. Dave Patton comes in at 16. Patty's Petite Tanks at 16. Atkins Nature Aquarium's 18. Everybody just blown away by Stephen P. at $20. Now this is where I have to explain. When I end this auction, when I end it, the highest bid that I see is the bid that we accept. Now I'm looking here and I see these bids there's a higher bid and some lower bids. I can only see the bids that I can see. I can't see what you're seeing. So I'm looking at my screen. When I end it, the highest bid wins. If there's a conflict, I'll draw another piece of art from the Beta universe and offer it to someone who was afoul by the timing of the internet, which I don't control. We got Patty's Petite Tanks at $21. This is a tight race now. Stephen P., Patty's Petite Tanks, Patty in at $21. That's winning. Atkins Nature Aquariums has $22 dollar sign. I'm going to need you to tighten that up, Atkins Nature Aquarium, so that I know you intend to bid $22. We need the dollar sign, then the number. Dollar sign, then the number. Patty Petite Tanks at $21. Recognized right now. Perhaps Atkins Nature Aquarium's going to scoop Patty with a $22 bid. Rack, you can type stop, and anything after that won't count. It's still it's the way it shows up on my screen. Yeah, so we can use the stop if you want to. I'm happy to do that. 11 people here. There's Atkins Nature Aquarium says, oh, I wasn't kidding. $22 is the bid. Patty's Petite Tanks was so close. I mean, I thought maybe $21 would have it. No, Atkins says, I thought I said I'm going to have some rack art today. And he did. David Patton says, not so fast, buddy. That looks just like my betta that I love so dearly and I want it. I'm willing to give $23 and get the free easel and the free shipping in the United States. I'm gonna have me a Betaverse painting. $23 is the bid. We are cooking right now. David Patton stirring the pot, not letting anybody rest. We've got Patty's Petite Tank strong bidding. Daniel Velez stepped in there, stepped back out. We don't know if those guys are going to show back up or not. David Patton says it's the last one, Stephen, never to be another one. Well, I'll tell you this. This is a one of. This is an original painting. There'll never be another one like it. Similar. It's just paint and canvas, people, but there'll never be another one just like this. I'm telling you right now. Okay. Now, and we've worked another bit out of Adkins Nature Aquariums. Now we're up to $25. $25. We've got this. Let me see this. This Voyager is a 4x6 canvas board. Hefty. 4x6 canvas board. Voyager is the title. You want a detail? You want a close up? Looks like I sprayed a bunch of stars in there. Whoosh. Very liquid. Very cool. I like it. Oh, yeah. I like these paintings. All right. Thank you, Patty. Says very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you all win one. And definitely the one who wants it today, I hope you win. It's a nice one. It's a nice one. And if, yeah, I'm feeling like that's been the fastest bid and the most activity in an auction we've done in 3 live streams. I think next week we'll do another Betaverse. I'm digging that Betaverse action. Dee Dee says Ian is flexing his muscles. Is that Adkins Nature Aquariums? Is that Ian with a $25 bid? David Patton says that art is cool AF. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. She's going to love that rack. Great. Great. If this is a gift for your girlfriend, that's special. Now, I think you and that girl are going places. I wish you the best. Glad to be a part of your relationship via throwing some art into the mix for you guys. Okay, and that is Ian. All right, Ian, nice to know you. And thank you very much for your support here on the Bird Garden channel. We appreciate that. So I've been doing these guitar pick doodles. Just, you know, marking on a guitar pick. So much fun. I mean, when it's art activity time here at the Racksonian, I have a blast. My pens don't rest. So, what I'm going to do, oh, I like this bat bird. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put all of these picks in a bag. There's a few of them. I'm going to put them all in a bag, mix them up, and pull one out, throw one in. Whoever wins the auction will also get a guitar pick doodle. So it'll just be a random draw. Whatever comes out of the bag is what I throw in. Won't cost you any extra, just dropping it in there. If I recognize that you're part of the fish fam genre, I probably got a whole bunch of stickers to throw in your envelope too. If you like the fish fam stickers. David Patton says, are you selling the guitar picks? Not right now, David Patton. I am including them for free via random draw with the auction pieces. You know, I'm working kind of. I'm not. I don't have my nose to the grindstone, but the Bird Garden YouTube channel needs a compatible website. So I have at least conceptually started design on a website. If the website goes live, I'll definitely put those little guitar picks up there as merch for sale. They are really cool. They're really cool. A little much to fool with when I have to do an individual auction because they're just so small. It would generate a lot of quantity. The volume of steps I would have to take to get them sold and mailed. I think it's better time spent on a live stream with just the piece of painted art. Good question though, and thank you for it. Ian has a whole bunch of knowledge about aquatics, a young man with a great future. Well, that's good to know, Ian. Excellent. Okay. All right. The auction action has slowed down. We got Ian at the top. We'll come back to that a bit later. We got Ian at the top, the $25 bid. Thank you, sir, very much. We've got David Patton reporting an immature bald eagle sighting. I'm telling you, every time I see a bald eagle, pitter patter. I don't know what it is. They're amazing, majestic birds. What a great call as a national symbol. Way to go, forefathers of America. Okay, we are 40-minute mark. We're going to cut off at 60 minutes. We like to go for 60 minutes. This is a good time slot for us. The 1 p.m. time slot on Wednesdays is a good time to go live. We go for about an hour, 2 o'clock. I know that helps me get some things done in the morning and the afternoon before and after the live stream. I hope it does you too. And I love talking about birds. So in the morning, I have a chance to turn on the 24/7 live stream on my big screen TV. So there it is in the living room. I look to my right, there it is out the back door, live. But it's great to have that. And what I always say is, if you don't like feeding birds, you're in a situation where your landlord's not cool with that, or you don't want to attract rodents maybe to your situation. Watch mine. I've got the 24/7 live stream on. Turn it on, watch it. I mean, and then a lot of the content on the channel are clips from and around that bird feeding station. And I've got to tell you this honestly, it's not boring. We've identified, I looked yesterday on eBird, a citizen science database that I use to kind of organize all of my bird sightings. We've identified over 87 species. Now I say eBird has it at 87, but there's a couple of provisional birds that I either wasn't 110% sure about, so I didn't put them on there, or they were so rare and unexpected that I didn't want to prepare defense for those birds. So I just say it that way. Over 87 species have been identified in the bird garden. Now, here's a point. When you're a bird watcher and you keep lists, it gets a little bit competitive. There's no prize really. But in order to be fair, it's the honor system. First of all, you don't have to be competitive. You don't have to keep a list. A list is good to see how you measure up with others in your area, in your county, in your state, at a particular location. But it's fantastic to know which birds you've seen and where you've seen them. Good data, even without the competition. It's good data. You don't need it. You don't need either. You don't need a competition. You don't need the data. You can just enjoy the birds. As a matter of fact, I think everyone starts there. I don't know of anyone who approaches it from the other angle. Hey, I'm looking for a new list to keep. I think it's going to be birds. So how do I do a bird identification so I can start making a list? Anyway, any way you want to do it is cool. But we've identified 87 species from our yard, okay, from the bird garden. Now, what that means is many of those birds have been on camera. They've been to the bird feeding station, and the camera has seen them, and it's projected on any viewing device that's been tuned in to the YouTube channel 24/7 live stream. Others have been in the yard outside the bird feeding station. For example, the pond. We don't have the live stream turned on the pond yet. There's a hinoki tree, beautiful hinoki tree, about 8 feet tall at the top of the waterfall. So it's very close proximity to the top of the waterfall. That's where the birds like to bathe and drink, is at the top most of the time. So that tree gets a lot of bird action. So then behind that tree is the corner of the yard fence. And above the fence is one of the easy birdhouses. By the way, not the one that's filmed. I don't have footage because it's behind the hinoki tree. But for 2 years, we've had house wrens nesting in that box. So for some reason, they outcompete the bluebirds. And bluebirds move down the fence about 50 feet to another house. So the point is, when I say 87 species identified, I'm standing in my backyard or sitting. I'm in my backyard. Any bird that I can see from my backyard, I put on that list. Like, it doesn't have to be in our airspace with the property lines going up to infinity, or on the ground, or in a tree, or in a feature in my yard. If I can see it from my yard, like some birds are beyond the fence, beyond the property line. If I can see it from my yard, I put it on the yard list. Okay, if I can see it this way or that way, if I'm in the yard and I can see it, I count it as a yard bird. That said, most of the birds that I can see do come into the yard or across the yard because of the water feature mainly. So that's one point. Just maybe a curiosity you didn't know you had. How do you know? How do you count those? Do they have to be in the yard? They have to land on your feeder? Count them any way you want to. I love the hyper list, the number of birds that fed on this feeder and their species names. Well, that helps me to know which food is more accepted by which birds. And then, do I want to put food out there that attracts a particular species or a diversity of species? It's all data, man. From my backyard, I go out there, I have a cigar, I have a beverage. Different birds, different times of day, different activities, different behaviors. The Right now, the easy birdhouse is like all day. They start in the morning about 8 o'clock, and then the woodpecker goes in the hole about dusk. Then about daylight, woodpecker comes out. Here they come again. So I go out there and enjoy myself, relax, and I've seen 87 species. Okay, I'm in a suburban neighborhood, postage stamp yard. I can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. I'm showing you how I'm doing. I'm doing it very successfully. 87 species. I don't think I've ever been. Oh, if I've ever seen 87 species, even at the best single location, it's an outstanding location. So I've turned my yard into a natural sanctuary, and you can too. I'm showing you how. Start with these easy steps. This is episode 3. Easy bird feeder, easy bird perch, easy bird house. You're doing it. You're doing it. And then just keep doing it if you like it, if you find you enjoy that. Repeat, lather, rinse, repeat. And let it grow. Let it evolve. Let it mature. Let it get better. As you do, your list is going to grow. Like a list is a histogram. Histogram never gets smaller or shorter. You know, I saw an American robin. That will always be the case. American robin was seen from this yard. Bald eagle. May never see it again, but I saw it. Guess what? Saw it again. Bald eagle twice. I'm hoping he doesn't get hungry for koi. Osprey 2 or 3 times. Don't come down here, Osprey. I love you. You're regal, majestic, fantastic. Don't come down here. These fish are my fish, not your fish. Now, I've got the pond built really close to the house, so it's part of my lifestyle too. I don't have to walk, meander to see the pond. So that's a little bit of a deterrent to these large birds of prey. Ooh, man, I hope they don't get my koi. Liquid Zoo, only Fins says, I'll fight you, Ian. Bird garden art is mine. Okay, let's see if we had another bid. I still just see Adkins Nature Aquarium at $25 with a threat of another bid. Who is Liquid Zoo, only Fins? He is a multi art piece owner from the Bird Garden auctions. So I would not take his words as idle. If there's getting ready to be some more bidding action, everybody take cover. Because Ian, Adkins Nature Aquarium, obviously is in the hunt with a $25 bid. Liquid Zoo says, hey, I'm not whistling Dixie. I'll take that for $30. Okay, now we got a bid of $30. It just got real. 50 minutes. We're closing in on the end of this one. We got a $30 bid on the Voyager from the Betaverse series. This is the Voyager. Gonna get a free easel, free shipping in the United States. 11 people watching as the action goes down. This is better than Logan or Jake Paul fight. These auctions are much better, as a matter of fact. Adkins says, whoa, 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 I just busted my piggy bank, and guess what fell out? $32. $32 is the new high bid by Adkins Nature Aquarium. Whip's World fell out of his chair laughing. I hope he's okay. Are you okay, Whip? Are you still with us? Adkins Nature Aquariums, I'm going to call that a left hook that landed squarely on the block. $32 accepted as the highest bid. We've got 8 minutes. It's going to be about 7-8 minutes of this one, and we're going to be done. We're talking about the Easy Birdhouse today in configuration with the Easy Feeder and the Easy Bird Perch. We're talking about bringing birds to where you are so you can look at them and make your life better. Last of the Bohemians, right? I think I'm going to hang on to that. That's the last Bird Garden YouTube channel pick, guitar pick. I'm going to hang on to that one. We may resupply. And listen, if we get that compatible web page up, definitely I'll reorder so we can have some swag. I love that stuff. Liquid Zoo Only Fin says $33. $33 Liquid Fin Zoo. When the pressure was on, facing a $32 bid, sifted through the cushions of his couch and came up with 4 more quarters, and we have a new high bid, and it is $33 for the Voyager Betaverse. Thank you so much. Thank you, Liquid Zoo Only Fins, multi-piece Bird Garden art owner. You're a collector. You've got a Bird Garden gallery going on over there, and eclectic pieces. You've got some really cool, diverse, different series stuff. So good for you. Excellent. Whip's World said, just wait 6 minutes and bid 35, Atkins. Well, we got to shoot a hole in this strategy, this strategery going on around here. It's 53 minutes. I'm going to call this auction. I'm going to call it in less than 6 minutes. It's going to be less than 6 minutes. Bid high, bid often. Make your highest bid. Because when this one's gone, it's gone. There won't be another one like it. There'll be one like it. It won't be just like it. And I'm going to give you a countdown before we end. And listen, guys, I know it's heated. When I say stop, the last bid that I see is what I call. I know you're going back and forth. If there's a couple of you that have bid all the way up, so if that happens, a bid comes in after, I'll fetch another piece of art and offer it to you at no obligation, just to make sure that we've done everything we can to make everybody happy. We don't want to make anybody unhappy. Think about it. It's the Bird Garden channel. We want to make people happy. Birds make me happy. Surely they make other people happy. Do they make you happy? I think so. Whip's World said, is there a place I can go to learn to identify birds with confidence in and around my area? Well, Whip's, the first place is the Bird Garden YouTube channel. There's a YouTube playlist on my channel about how to identify birds. And then if you'll go to those videos and learn some of the very basic tips about identifying birds, and then comment about a particular bird you'd like to identify, or a particular place, and I'll work with you to help you identify those birds with confidence. Absolutely. That's what we love to do around here. Looking forward to hearing from you there, Whip's World. It is 54 minutes in, 55 minutes. Guess what, guys? I'm calling the auction. We got a $33 bid, and it's coming down to this. I'm going to give a countdown. Get your bids in now. It takes a minute for them to register. Adkins Nature Aquarium, $35. I see that. Adkins is in with $35, and we're winding this one down. Get your bids in. I'm going to count slowly and backwards from 10. When I say 0 and drop the hammer, that's it. I've got witnesses. You know this is how we're going to do it. Adkins Nature Aquariums at $35 for the Betaverse painting. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Is there going to be a scoop? 5, 4, 3. I don't see it. 2, 1. Sold to Adkins Nature Aquariums. That's the last thing I saw on my screen. If Liquid Zoo comes in later, we'll offer him another one. But I saw Adkins Nature Aquarium at $35. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I hope you enjoy that. I think your girlfriend's really going to appreciate it. Congratulations to you, sir. Here's how we settle up. If you will go to my PayPal account at rackcross@gmail.com, PayPal rackcross@gmail.com, and we'll settle up over there. Please choose the friends and family option, not the goods and service option. You're going to pay a few extra pennies there, but I pay the shipping, you pay the fees. If that's okay with you, we'll settle up within the next 24 hours over there at PayPal. Thank you, Ian of Adkins Nature Aquariums. We have a new bird garden channel art collector in the family. Thank you so much. Everyone's happy for you, Adkins. I can't wait to catch up on some of your content over there on your page. We are at 57 minutes now. We've declared a winner. Liquid Zoo Only Fin, serves me right, cleaning aquariums. Hey, you got to do what you got to do. There's always next week. And I do appreciate your participation, support, and art collection. Liquid Zoo Only Fins. You can't win them all, although you've won most. You have won most. So we got a new collector today. We've got Adkins Nature Aquariums letting Matt know of his affection for him over here in the chat. Yeah, it's rackcross@gmail.com. Let me see if I can post that real quick as we sign off. Yeah, that went in there. So there's your reference, Adkins Nature Aquariums for the email account. Yeah, and we need to talk about some mods one day. Today's not that day, but we need to talk about the mods. I definitely don't want anyone who becomes a mod to be impacted. I want you to participate as any other viewer, subscriber, supporter. So we'll talk about that in upcoming episodes. It's 1 minute, 30 seconds to sign off time. I want to thank you guys for hanging out today. 9 people still here. Thank you so much for gaining hours on that monetization goal of 4,000 hours watched in 12 months. We're sharing excellent information about the easy way to attract birds, which improves your life. And we're talking about the videos we've already uploaded on the Bird Garden channel that are available to you for free. And if you want to show any love to any of those videos, we do appreciate simply watching, clicking the clicks. Excellent ways to support the Bird Garden channel. We feel the love and we appreciate it very much. That's why we do what we do. I'm going to go out into the bird garden, probably have a little cigar and some bird watching time. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the day. I look forward to seeing you already next week. Got some schedule variations coming up, so it might be a minute before we get some new content uploaded. Good chance to catch up on the content that's already waiting for you over there at the Bird Garden channel. We got 30 seconds to say goodbye. Listen, I'm going to take as many pictures as I can from now until spring so that we have a whole long winter of special bird content to hang in there and watch together. That's when it's more difficult to get outside. And I think it's important to have that good content. So I'm going to do my part. I look forward to sharing it with you, and I can't wait to see you there. With that said, we're signing off here from the Bird Garden. Thanks again for tuning in to episode 3 of the Bird Talk Show. We're going to do it again next week. Same time, same channel.